In the 25 years of coaching, that's why I'm going to stand here and direct this to you. In 25 years of coaching, I've ran across a few things. I've ran across a few people that just wouldn't take no for an answer. Would not take no. And the moral of this is it's going to directly, what I'm going to say, affect some of y'all. So 6th graders, be sure you hear me out. And you guys who are about to go away to college or think you still want to go away, or you juniors, whoever, male, female, it don't matter. I'm talking to you. Back in 1996, I was head coach of Orange High School. I was head football, my wife was head basketball coach there. Trey High School down in South Louisiana, Cajun country. And I had a rule in football. I had 55 lockers. So I had what I call the 115 rule. You had to weigh 115 pounds to get a helmet, to get a locker. 9th graders coming in. Because I just have any space. So a kid came in one day, his name was Trey, Willie. Trey weighed 114 pounds. 114, I said, Trey, you're not big enough, I don't have the space. Why don't you become my manager? So he said, all right, coach, I'll do that. Becomes my manager, he goes on, plays JV basketball, plays JV baseball. By the next year, he's weighing about 128 pounds. He said, Coach, if you don't mind, can I just keep being the manager? I'm still not real big. I said, sure, no problem. But what I did with Trey, I would give him a helmet out of practice every day, because he had a physical and all that. He would run my scout team quarterback. He had this good little arm. And again, he's not very big. So as the season goes, varsity, we were undefeated. And on a certain Thursday night, we had the last JV game of the year. Varsity's playing for the district championship the next night. I only had about 19 kids I could dress out for a JV game. Everyone else, if I thought you might play, I wouldn't dress you out. Couldn't afford you to be like Hurley. So he had a physical. They'd already started practicing basketball, team football season. I called his dad and said, hey, look, he's been out there all year with a helmet throwing. Would you mind if I just line him up at receiver tonight? If I just, to give me a 20th guy? That night in Franklin, Louisiana, took 20 guys over there and whooped 55. How I whooped them was, we threw him 2 passes, double passes, and he threw them deep for touchdowns. Now, you might say, that's a pretty interesting story, but that's not where it stopped. By we get time to get to school the next year, it's his junior year. I convinced him to go ahead and come out and play. He was winning high 140s, he was only about 5'10". And he was being my backup quarterback. Now, I've got my quarterback started back. We went 12-1, lost in the quarterfinals by 2 points the year before. My starter's back, sophomore. We get to the first game, he sprains his ankle first series. He never played quarterback for me again, ever. He became a wide receiver because Trey walked in and threw for 300 yards that night against rural Louisiana. He became my starter the rest of the year, threw for over 2,000 yards. The next year he threw for 1,800, got a baseball scholarship. By this time he's up to about 180 pounds. He wanted to play football. Too small, too small, too small, too small, college quarterback. So he takes a baseball scholarship. Plays for a year in college. I love football. I want to play. Goes and walks on at Southeastern. By the time he's a senior, he started every game at quarterback, threw for 5,000 yards. He was the Sun Belt Conference Player of the Year. Still too small, still not tall enough. Because some people don't take no for an answer. They just don't. They don't. You kids that are 6th graders, 7th grade, 8th grade, 9th graders, you see these athletes up here. You can be one of those if you want to. Just because you're small, short, whatever it is, as long as you can do 2 things, you're an Elvis, you can be successful. Number 1, you have character, stay out of the office. Number 2, you get your grades done. Because he had grades. But he never took no for an answer, and he was too small. He was a manager that became a Division I starting quarterback, a conference player of the year. The 3rd fastest time in the NFL combines this year was ran by a kid named Q Ford, who played for me at Tate 4 years. When Q became a 9th grader, he weighed 128 pounds, ran a 5'2" 40. I have a written documented proof in my office, and I showed it to somebody the other day. Gets out of high school, he's too small, walks on at South. They did not even want to let him walk on, he was so small. At the NFL Combine, 3 weeks ago, he ran the third fastest time of any human in the United States of 4.33. And will get drafted as a free agent. Too small, too big, would not take no. He never went to the office in his life. He wasn't a straight A student, but he took books home. Don't take no. You seniors, Raheem, all you guys who are looking to go to college, don't take no. Don't take no. Juniors who are looking to set yourself up, don't take no. I'm talking to the girls, I'm talking to the guys. If you want to be a softball player in college, there's plenty of colleges out there, there's plenty of opportunities. But you've got to be a good citizen, and you've got to have academics. And no matter where you started, you can finish way better. On down to you 6th graders. Don't matter what you've done up to today, all it's going to matter is